Hello and welcome to another TLC World Coffee Break Insight. Many years ago, prior to becoming a Christian, I got into a real panic. It was a Sunday morning and my two young daughters, around 9 to 5, went out to play with friends. At the time, I was living in a gated community in Hong Kong that was well secured, and I thought little of this usual weekend routine. My only condition for my two little girls was that they told me where they were going, and if they decided to move on to other friends, to let me know. However, this particular day, after not seeing them for about 3 hours, I began to get worried. As a result, my wife Elaine and our helper at the time went out to search for them. I was convinced that they'd both been snatched and murdered. No one else seemed as concerned as me, which I really couldn't understand. Of course, they were reasoning at the time that the girls would be found at a friend's, and this proved to be the case. This event has been brought back to mind because, like everyone else, I'm listening to daily updates on the coronavirus, and they can be very frightening. The TV reports are revealing not only mass concern but mass panic taking place around the world, and I know from personal experience how real and scary such emotional panic can feel. Thankfully, once the fear had passed for me, I was able to see how irrational it had been. However, when the whole world is panicking, why shouldn't Christians panic along with everyone else? After all, although the mortality rate is less than 2%, people do still die from the virus. The answer is clear because Christians should know that their lifespan is totally determined by the Lord. The book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5 is quite clear. It reads, "You," meaning God, "have decided the length of our lives. You know how many months we will live, and we are not given a minute longer." Now this verse brings a sense of perspective on life for Christ followers. The Lord will decide when we move from this earthly existence to the next, and to cap it all, if you're a follower of Christ, you know your next existence in heaven will be better than this one. Now that's not to say that we Christ followers shouldn't be prudent in the biblical sense of looking to avoid problems, while avoiding panic in the full knowledge that our lives are totally in the hands of the Lord. There's a peace, not panic in this, and if you are not a believer yet and watching this message, I urge you to explore what Jesus Christ can offer you in terms of peace in times of trouble, including right now during the coronavirus pandemic. Had I had knowledge and a relationship with the Lord back in the day when I went into panic mode, He would have been able to help me handle the situation rationally and with peace. Now today, I wish you that same blessing, and I pray that you, as you listen to this message, will be blessed to know the extent of God's love for you. Many thanks for joining me this week, and peace be with you. Goodbye.